The Anunnaki. Even the name sounds alien, mysterious, intriguing. For decades, the story of the Anunnaki has captivated researchers and historians. But what is it about these ancient astronauts that continues to capture our imaginations? Is it the allure of a lost chapter in human history? Or perhaps the possibility that we are not alone in the universe? Whatever the reason, the Anunnaki phenomenon has taken root in our collective consciousness. The Anunnaki story is deeply intertwined with the ancient Sumerian civilization, a culture that flourished in Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, over 5,000 years ago. The Sumerians were remarkably advanced, developing writing, mathematics, and astronomy. Their cuneiform script provides us with a glimpse into their beliefs and history. It is within these texts that we find the first whispers of the Anunnaki. The Sumerians described them as powerful deities who descended from the heavens. Central to the Anunnaki narrative is Planet X, a hypothetical planet in our solar system. Known as Nibiru, it's said to be the Anunnaki's homeworld. Its long orbit brings it close to Earth every 3,600 years. This return coincides with great upheaval on Earth. The idea of a hidden planet has fascinated humanity for centuries. It speaks to our desire to understand the cosmos. The Anunnaki story blends myth and speculation. But is there scientific evidence for Planet X? The search for a hidden planet continues. Anomalies hint at a large, unseen body. Hypotheses suggest a distant, icy giant. Often called Planet 9, it remains unobserved. Its potential existence fuels scientific inquiry. The search for Planet X drives our quest to explore the unknown. The Anunnaki in Sumerian cosmology were a complex dynasty with intricate relationships and hierarchies. Anu, the Sky Father, ruled from afar, while his sons Enki and Enlil shaped humanity's fate. Enki, the god of wisdom, championed humans, while Enlil, the god of storms, saw them as a nuisance. These deities, with their unique personalities, form the core of the Anunnaki saga. The Anunnaki faced a dire crisis on Nibiru. Their atmosphere was deteriorating and they needed gold to save their civilization. Their search led them to Earth, rich in gold. They believed gold could repair their atmosphere. This quest shaped their interactions with early humans. The Nibiru hypothesis suggests a rogue planet with a highly elliptical orbit returning every 3,600 years, causing cosmic upheaval. Despite its allure, the scientific community disputes this theory, citing a lack of evidence. The search for hidden planets continues, but Nibiru remains a myth. It highlights our fascination with the unknown. Gold. The very word conjures up images of wealth, power, and ancient mysteries. Its warm, lustrous glow has captivated humans for millennia. Part of its allure lies in its rarity. Unlike iron or copper, gold is exceptionally scarce. All the gold ever mined would fit into a cube less than 25 meters wide. Its brilliance and permanence have led many cultures to associate it with the sun, divinity, and immortality. From sacred temples to Olympic champions, gold inspires awe and aspiration. Gold's journey through human history is a testament to its enduring allure. From ancient artifacts to modern financial systems, gold has shaped civilizations. It fueled empires, inspired explorers, and symbolized wealth and power. The Egyptians mastered goldworking, adorning tombs and temples. The age of exploration was driven by the quest for gold. Gold's allure remains undiminished through the ages. The Anunnaki's quest for gold, as described in Sitchin's interpretation of Sumerian texts, may have been to save their planet, Nibiru. Sitchin claims they used gold to repair their atmosphere, creating a celestial shield. Gold's unique properties, like high reflectivity, could have been seen as a solution. Proponents argue the Anunnaki suspended gold particles in their atmosphere to deflect harmful radiation. While there's no scientific evidence, this theory highlights human fascination with overcoming planetary challenges. Whether fact or fantasy, the idea speaks to our imagination and desire to overcome adversity. The Anunnaki, upon arriving on Earth, needed a workforce to mine gold. Sitchin's interpretation suggests they found a solution in early hominids, our ancestors. The idea of extraterrestrials manipulating human genetics taps into deep fears about our place in the cosmos. Proponents point to the sudden appearance of Homo sapiens with advanced capabilities. They argue this leap could be due to Anunnaki genetic intervention. This theory, though lacking scientific evidence, continues to captivate imaginations. The human genome holds secrets of our origins and evolution. Some suggest it contains evidence of ancient astronauts' genetic intervention. Proponents point to anomalies in our DNA, like the sudden increase in brain size and complex language. They cite myths of gods creating humans in their image as echoes of this intervention. While mainstream science rejects these claims, the idea of ancient genetic engineering fascinates many. The possibility of extraterrestrial influence in our DNA continues to inspire research and debate. Myths and legends often reflect ancient beliefs and values. The Anunnaki story finds echoes in global mythologies of gods shaping humanity. Greek mythology's Prometheus, Norse mythology's Odin share themes of divine intervention. These myths highlight humanity's desire for knowledge and the consequences of challenging the divine. While not literal accounts, they reflect our fascination with human origins and the cosmos. These enduring myths connect us to larger questions about our place in the universe. The Anunnaki story raises questions about their genetic experiments' less successful results. Imagine a hidden history with various humanoid forms, each bearing Anunnaki's genetic tinkering. These prototypes might have had unique traits, some beneficial, others detrimental. Their existence would add complexity to early Earth's life tapestry. The idea of these missing humanoids interacting with early humans is intriguing. Their unusual appearances and abilities could be woven into ancient myths and legends. The lack of evidence for failed experiments challenges the Anunnaki narrative. Proponents suggest the Anunnaki eradicated unwanted genetic lines or isolated prototypes in remote regions. These beings might have lived in hidden areas, their existence fading into myth. Some remains might be misidentified or misinterpreted in the fossil record. The fossil record is incomplete, and many species left only fragmentary evidence. Unusual skeletal remains could belong to these Anunnaki creations. The fossil record tells a story of evolution but is incomplete. It provides evidence of various hominid species but not Anunnaki genetic experiments. Proponents argue fossilization is rare and much of Earth's surface remains unexplored. Critics counter that the lack of evidence weakens the Anunnaki theory. They argue widespread genetic manipulation should leave tangible evidence. The absence of such evidence suggests the Anunnaki hypothesis remains speculative. The Sumerian civilization's sudden sophistication is an enigma. Their advancements in various fields were remarkable for their time. They developed writing, mathematics, and accurate astronomical observations. Their irrigation systems transformed arid land into fertile fields. Some speculate the Sumerians received help from a more advanced civilization. Proponents suggest the Anunnaki imparted knowledge to accelerate human progress. Imagine humanity's infancy struggling to survive. The Anunnaki's arrival with advanced technology would be awe-inspiring. Proponents point to the Sumerian creation myth, the Enuma Elish, as evidence. The myth describes deities bestowing knowledge and civilization upon humanity. This could be a memory of a real encounter with the Anunnaki. The Sumerians' advanced astronomical knowledge suggests a transfer from a more advanced source. The Sumerian civilization remains shrouded in mystery. Their history and knowledge have been lost to time. Clues left behind suggest a complex and intriguing story. Their advanced knowledge and intricate mythology point to a civilization ahead of its time. Could the Anunnaki hold the key to their secrets? The idea of a hidden planet, a celestial wanderer in our solar system, has captivated imaginations for centuries. Dubbed Planet X, this hypothetical world has fueled intense speculation. Could there be a massive unseen presence influencing our solar system? The search for Planet S is a legitimate scientific endeavor. Astronomers with sophisticated tools scan the heavens for signs of this hidden world. The hunt for Planet X has intensified, fueled by new discoveries and advances in our understanding of the outer solar system. Astronomers have observed peculiar clustering in the orbits of distant objects beyond Pluto. These trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs, exhibit orbital characteristics that suggest gravitational influence from a distant planet. The orbits of extreme trans-Neptunian objects, or ETNOs, are highly elongated, suggesting influence by a large distant object. Sophisticated computer simulations suggest that Planet X, if it exists, is likely a cold, icy giant. The search for Planet X is a testament to the power of human curiosity and our relentless pursuit of knowledge. It is a journey into the unknown, driven by a desire to understand our place in the cosmos and to unravel the mysteries that lie hidden in the depths of space. The discovery of a new planet in our solar system, especially one as massive and distant as Planet X is predicted to be, would be a monumental event revolutionizing our understanding of planetary formation and the evolution of our cosmic neighborhood. It would also raise intriguing questions about the potential for life beyond Earth. While Planet X, if it exists, is likely to be a cold and hostile world, its gravitational influence could extend to other, smaller objects in its vicinity, perhaps even harboring moons or dwarf planets with conditions more suitable for life as we know it. The search for Planet X is ongoing, and astronomers around the world are eagerly awaiting the next breakthrough. New telescopes, both on the ground and in space, are being designed and built with the sensitivity and resolution needed to detect faint objects at the edge of our solar system. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, with its unparalleled infrared capabilities, holds great promise for unraveling the mysteries of the outer solar system and potentially shedding light on the existence of Planet X. Zecharia Sitchin, a self-proclaimed scholar of ancient Sumerian texts, ignited a firestorm of controversy with his bold interpretations of Mesopotamian mythology. His books, beginning with The 12th Planet in 1976, presented a radical retelling of human origins, positing that our species was the product of genetic manipulation by an advanced extraterrestrial race known as the Anunnaki. Sitchin's theories, while captivating the imaginations of millions, have been met with widespread skepticism and outright dismissal from mainstream academia. Critics argue that Sitchin's interpretations of Sumerian texts are highly selective, often taking passages out of context to fit his predetermined narrative. They accuse him of mistranslating keywords and phrases, twisting the meanings of ancient symbols to conform to his theories. Sitchin's lack of formal training in Assyriology, the study of ancient Mesopotamian languages and cultures, has also been a point of contention, with critics questioning his qualifications to interpret such complex and nuanced texts. Furthermore, Sitchin's theories often rely on a literal interpretation of ancient myths and legends, failing to account for the symbolic and metaphorical language often employed in these narratives. Myths, by their very nature, are stories told to explain the unexplainable, to make sense of the world around us. To interpret them as literal historical accounts, critics argue, is to misunderstand their purpose and significance. One of the most persistent criticisms leveled against Sitchin's work concerns his translations of Sumerian cuneiform texts. Cuneiform, an ancient writing system that employed wedge-shaped marks impressed on clay tablets, is notoriously difficult to decipher, its meanings often open to multiple interpretations. Sitchin's critics, many of whom are trained Assyriologists, argue that his translations are often inaccurate, relying on dubious etymological connections and a tendency to cherry-pick words and phrases that support his theories. For example, Sitchin's interpretation of the Sumerian word Nibiru as a rogue planet, the Anunnaki's homeworld, has been widely disputed. Mainstream scholars interpret Nibiru as a celestial body, likely a star or a constellation associated with the god Marduk. They point to the fact that Nibiru is consistently described in Sumerian astronomical texts as a fixed point in the sky, not a planet with a highly elliptical orbit. Similarly, Sitchin's translation of the Sumerian word din.gur as the righteous ones of the rocket ships has been met with derision from Assyriologists. The accepted translation of din.gur is great gods or noble ones, with no reference to rocket ships or any other form of advanced technology. Critics argue that Sitchin's interpretations are often based on a superficial understanding of Sumerian grammar and vocabulary, leading him to make etymological leaps that are not supported by the evidence. Despite the widespread skepticism surrounding Zecharia Sitchin's theories, his work continues to resonate with a large audience, sparking debate and inspiring further exploration of ancient mysteries. While his interpretations of Sumerian texts may not withstand scrutiny from mainstream academia, his books have undoubtedly played a role in popularizing interest in ancient astronaut theories and alternative interpretations of human history. Perhaps the enduring appeal of Sitchin's work lies in its ability to tap into our innate curiosity about our place in the cosmos and the possibility of life beyond Earth. The idea that we might not be alone in the universe, that our species might have been influenced by advanced extraterrestrial beings in the distant past, is a tantalizing prospect, one that has fueled countless science fiction stories and philosophical debates. However, it is important to remember that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. While it is certainly possible that life exists elsewhere in the universe, and while we cannot rule out the possibility of past contact with extraterrestrial civilizations, the burden of proof lies on those who make such claims. The Anunnaki hypothesis, while intriguing, remains firmly in the realm of speculation, lacking the robust scientific evidence needed to elevate it to the level of a credible theory. The Anunnaki, a name whispered on the winds of time, echoing from the cradle of civilization. Their story, a tapestry woven from ancient myths, tantalizing archaeological discoveries and bold interpretations of lost languages, continues to captivate the human imagination. Whether we view the Anunnaki as literal beings who walked the earth, shaping the destiny of humankind, or as powerful metaphors representing humanity's eternal quest for knowledge and meaning, their presence in our collective consciousness speaks to our enduring fascination with the unknown. The Anunnaki narrative, with its tales of ancient astronauts, genetic manipulation and advanced technology, challenges our understanding of history, biology, and our place in the cosmos. It asks us to consider the possibility that we are not alone in the universe, that our species' origins may be far more complex and extraordinary than we ever imagined. It invites us on a journey of exploration, a quest for truth that spans millennia and stretches across the vast expanse of space. While the evidence for the Anunnaki's existence remains elusive, their story serves as a powerful reminder of the limits of our current knowledge. It humbles us, reminding us that our understanding of the universe is constantly evolving, and that what we perceive as impossible today may become the accepted truth of tomorrow. The Anunnaki, whether real or imagined, have left an indelible mark on our collective psyche, inspiring us to question, to explore, and to never stop searching for answers. The Anunnaki story, for all its allure, is ultimately a story of unanswered questions. Did these ancient astronauts truly exist? Did they play a role in the evolution of humankind? What was the true purpose of their alleged mission to Earth? These questions have fueled countless debates, inspired generations of researchers and enthusiasts, and continue to challenge our understanding of the past. The lack of definitive scientific evidence for the Anunnaki's existence has led many to dismiss their story as mere myth or pseudoscience. However, the absence of proof is not necessarily proof of absence. The vastness of time and the limitations of our current knowledge leave ample room for the possibility that evidence of their presence, if it exists, remains hidden from our view, buried beneath layers of sediment, lost in the vastness of space, or perhaps encoded within the very fabric of our being. Even if we accept the possibility that the Anunnaki, as described by Sitchin and others, may not have existed in a literal sense, their story still holds valuable lessons. It reminds us of the power of myth and storytelling, our innate desire to find meaning and purpose in the universe. It encourages us to question what we think we know, to remain open to new possibilities, and to approach the unknown with both curiosity and a healthy dose of skepticism. The quest to unravel the mysteries of the Anunnaki, to separate fact from fiction, and to determine their place in human history is far from over. While mainstream science remains skeptical, the allure of the unknown inspires independent researchers. New discoveries in genetics, archaeology, and astronomy may shed light on this mystery. The search for truth is an ongoing process, a journey without a predetermined destination. The unexamined life is not worth living.